All right, people are excited inside the Casino del Sol in Tucson, Arizona to see the young future king of the ring, King Ryan Garcia, as we take a look at the Tecate tale of the tape. Both fighters are orthodox. Garcia has a 1-inch reach advantage. In 11 fights, he's only fought a total of 19 rounds. So his opponent has 69 more rounds and only 9 more fights. So he tends to take his opponents deeper into rounds. And since their last fights, 181 days, that's 133 more days since September 15th, which was the last time we saw Garcia step into the ring, but it only took him 30 seconds to get the quick knockout over Miguel Carrizosa. In the center of the ring is Joe Martinez with the introductions for this, our co-main event of the evening.
And now, fight fans, we are set to go with our co-featured bout of the evening. 8 rounds, this scheduled for the Junior NABF Super Featherweight Championship. Presented by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and Showdown Promotions in association with Paco Presents and Don Chargan. The 3 judges scoring this bout at ringside: Fred Encinas, Steve Sandoval, and Rocky Taylor. When the action begins inside the ring, referee in charge, Tony Zano. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black with green, he weighed in officially 129 3/4 pounds. This 20-bout veteran has a record that stands at 14 victories, 5 defeats, 1 draw with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the challenger from Phoenix, Arizona, El Flaco de Oro, Cesar Valenzuela. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. Wears tonight white trimmed in black. He weighed in also 129 3/4 pounds and in 11 professional bouts. Holds a perfect record, 11 victories, no defeats, 10 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the undefeated super featherweight from Victorville, California, the reigning Junior NABF Super Featherweight Champion, King Ryan Garcia!
We went over the rules in the dressing room. This is for the Junior NABF Featherweight title. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, give them hell at the bell.
All right, that's Tony Zaino giving the final instructions, and Ryan Garcia told us after the fight, that quick 30-second knockout against Miguel Carrizosa. He was having dinner at the MGM Grand after the fight, and everyone went crazy when they saw his knockout made the SportsCenter Top 10. He said, I hope that Valenzuela can take a shot so I can break him down and people can see my other skill sets beyond my lightning quick speed and my power punches. Gotta watch out what you ask for, right?
Exactly. You know, Ryan has a lot of speed. He's very fast. Great amateur fighter, and he brings it up to the ring tonight, you know, showing his skills, his confidence, and his speed. Remember, speed kills. If you don't see it coming, you're gonna get hurt.
He's got the shorts say Raging Bull, honoring the late Jake LaMotta. So he said he's a boxing historian. He loves watching fights. His favorite fight to watch, Sugar Ray Leonard against Tommy Hearns. He said that fight had so many ebbs and flows. People bet their houses on the result of that fight, and it was Sugar Ray Leonard who came away with the victory.
Nowadays, you don't see a lot of young fighters going back in history and watching some of those great fights. And you know, a young fighter like Ryan goes back and watches Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard. He was talking about it, so it's great. He learns a lot off of that.
Honoring a legend, Jake LaMotta, very charismatic kid. I asked him, you know, how do you not get overconfident? He said, I know there's a very fine line between being cocky and being confident. He says, but being in the ring, in the gym against fighters like Vasil Lomachenko, like Jorge Linares, and holding my own, that's where my confidence comes from knowing that I can handle that. But he's young, and we'll see how he does when a fighter takes his best shot and he keeps coming at him. And he's hoping that's Valenzuela who can really bring out the best in him tonight.
It's very important for a fighter when they train and they get in the ring and spar. That was a great left hook. get in the ring and spar some champions, top class fighters, they know that their confidence is high depending on how they're doing it. And that's the case with Ryan Garcia here. He's walking Valenzuela down, just trying to find that opening.
You've got a young fighter who drops people in the gym all the time in Virgil Ortiz, and Ryan Garcia has a win over Virgil in the amateurs. How do you not let a youngster just say, man, I can do this whenever I want? There it is, though. You can't do it whenever you want if your name is Ryan Garcia.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? You want to continue? Yes? Box.
8 seconds left here in round number 1. Garcia already put his power on display.
Time.
That's what I'm talking about, Ryan. Ryan. Okay, that was good, mijo. See, he set him up with the jab. You always set him up with that jab. Like, dude, give me some water, give me some water.
¡Tiene miedo! ¡Tiene miedo! Está
With that jab. Okay, now he's gonna reach again. Okay?
palabra. Te dije que iba a tirar el gancho, dale agua. Iba a tirar el gancho, tápese por arriba. Tú también lo puedes lastimar. Es cuando te tira el volado de derecha, agárralo.
Okay, now you could also double jab right lead him, okay? Because he likes to stay on the rope. All right, how do you feel? You're good? Yeah, you're good, you're good. We got time, we got time. That was beautiful, man, all right?
Aquí vamos a tragar tierra. Oye, no pasó nada. No pasó nada, hijo. No pasó nada. Oye, no pasó nada, ¿eh? ¡Entre y salga! ¡Entre tapado! ¡Entre y salga!
It's the shots you don't see that put you on the canvas, Joel.
Exactly. For example, there. See, Ryan has fast feet. He moves back and catches him when he lunges in, catches him with a great left hook. Right on the button.
Doesn't get any better than that. In the corner, they told Cesar Valenzuela, we told you he was going to try to land that left hook. Don't fall for it again. Easier said than done. This kid's speed is unreal. If you want to see some incredible footwork and speed, look at his Instagram page or his Twitter page. He's got over 160,000 followers on Instagram. This kid does some impressive things on that Cobra bag. But it's the fact that he can translate that into the ring that's even more impressive, Joel.
Exactly.
There's the left hook.
See, that's why against a fighter like Ryan Garcia, you cannot pull back. You cannot make those mistakes that Tanahara was making. Because those are deadly. Those are deadly mistakes against a fighter like Ryan Garcia that catches you at the right time. He has great speed, and most important, he has great timing.
Said, anytime I step into the ring, I've been able to do whatever I've wanted. Once again, in round number 1, he did exactly what he wanted. At some point, that's not going to be the case, and we'll have to see what his character is then. But so far, he hasn't needed to appeal to that because he's taking care of business.
See, and what he does is demoralizes his fighter, walking him down. He has great defense as well. When they start throwing punches at him, he has a nice, tight guard at all times.
You know, it's amazing that he's such a young man, but he's very poised, and he's also focused on what this career can mean to him. He said, you know, I don't want to be known as that kid who knocked out that guy on ESPN SportsCenter Top 10. Because I want to go down as a great fighter. I want to win titles in multiple weight classes. He's got a vision for himself, and if he can continue to land that left hook and use his speed, he has the tools to complete that mission.
You know, he has great instinct. As you can see, he looks like a mature professional fighter with only 10 fights. He's walking him down. He throws the feints once in a while, and he's keeping Valenzuela pretty tense every second of the round.
And Valenzuela knows that he can get caught at any moment. It's already been proven there in round number 1, and there you see the defense of Ryan Garcia, who wants to become a complete fighter. He says, I love Sugar Ray Leonard, I love Sugar Ray Robinson, you know, Oscar, although at the end of his career he kind of disintegrated, he said, and then Floyd, although, you know, he got boring of late, but at their peak, That's what he's looking at. And you can't appeal to anything higher than those names that he mentioned in terms of boxing skill.
Exactly. You need to apply pressure on Ryan Garcia, because if you give him the distance to think, he's going to pick you apart.
That's what he's doing so far here through 2 against Valenzuela.
Time.
No problem. Ryan. Okay, listen, Ryan. You continue your jab and feint him. You throw some feints, okay? He's going for it, okay? Okay, he's reaching, so there's opportunities there. But if you work him, you're going to set him up more. You got to work him, though, okay? Because he doesn't know how to fight back. So you got to work him. Okay? Just like we did it.
Tú tira el jab y ataca. Agárralo con el upper de derecha en el botón.
Tira golpes, no.
Tire. Oye, no tienes miedo. Con el upper, tápese. Tienes que enseñarle huevos. Tira.
It's 2 completely different stories in the corners from what we've been able to see here at the Casino del Sol. In the corner of Ryan Garcia, they're calm. His father Henry is telling him, hey, be careful. He's lunging, trying to create opportunities. In the corner of Cesar Valenzuela, Gilberto Becerra is yelling at him, saying, you got to go get him. It's a sense of desperation. How does that affect the fighter?
It does, because it's making you think that you're losing the fight. Obviously, he is losing, but you're putting him at risk by telling him, hey, go get him. You have to go get him. Valenzuela, at this point, he needs to apply pressure, but smart pressure. He has to make it a dogfight at sometimes. But Ryan Garcia's father gave him the correct instructions. Feint him, make him walk back. He don't know how to walk back. When you catch that, it's a big plus, because there's fighters that they can only fight coming forward, but when you apply pressure and they're moving backwards, they don't know how to fight, and that's what his father already caught.
And when you look at Ryan Garcia, he told us regarding Cesar Valenzuela, I expected him to be a lot taller, but he's the same size as me. There, it looked like a slip.
No.
And that's exactly what Tony Zaino says.
That wasn't a
We'll take a look at
knockdown.
it later on. There was an uppercut there. There was a
Wasn't a
shot.
knockdown.
But we'll have to look at it to review that one with the replay. And,
Let him go. Break.
Ryan Garcia
Stop
was
holding.
mentioning there's a 5.5-inch reach advantage for Valenzuela, but you wouldn't think that because of the fact that speed and timing beat length.
Yeah, it's just that sometimes a lot of fighters they have longer reach and they're taller. They're slower. They're slower with the punches. And that's the case with Valenzuela here.
Big left hand there from Ryan Garcia. You see Valenzuela's legs wobble a little bit, and he's just reaching so far. Is Valenzuela, despite his 5.5-inch reach advantage, he has to reach because he's afraid of the speed and power of Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia just cannot afford, though, to get too crazy and get overconfident here.
Not against a fighter that is in trouble. A fighter that is in trouble throws punches from every angle, and you don't see those punches coming. See, Valenzuela needs to stay low, but every time he throws his jab, he drops his right hand. He's going to end up getting caught with a left hook.
Not behind the head.
If Ryan times that jab and watches that right hand go down, he can catch him with a left hook on the way in.
That jab that Valenzuela threw, but there was nothing behind it after Garcia decides not to go after him. Ooh, and he catches Ryan, but then he gets caught with the left hand. Beautifully placed.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to continue? Yes?
You said demoralizing his opponent, and that's exactly what Garcia did there. Valenzuela threw his best punch of the night, and he gets caught, and he's about to get finished here as the bell sounds. And it's a knockout. It's a technical knockout. Tony Zaino has stopped the fight right before the bell that signaled the 3rd round, and Ryan Garcia has improved to 12-0 with 11 knockouts.
TKO.
Did you like the stoppage?
Yes, because it was going to get worse. In the next round, the beginning of the next round, Ryan felt that he had him, so he is going to go for the kill.
I mean, Ryan Garcia looked impressive tonight once again, and here he got a chance to show more of his skills. He got a chance to show how he can move defensively, how to counterpunch, and that big left hand, that's Ryan's mother. And she is extremely happy and proud of her son. He says, I'm going to finish him anyway.
Later on, but I was like, fuck it.
Later on, but
Might as well do it now.
it was a good stoppage. Let's take a look at how it ended. This is the knockdown. After Valenzuela lands a great shot,
Thank God.
Ryan Garcia makes him pay.
It was a straight right that came in.
Looked like an overhand left there or a check left from Ryan Garcia. There's the right that hurt him, and then the left is the one that sent him down on the canvas. So, and now let's take a look at the end of the fight. As you see the frustration, the dejection on Cesar Valenzuela's face, and going to be another shot in the ropes, kind of hold up Cesar Valenzuela. It was inevitable, but I think for Valenzuela's sake, he wanted to continue, and Tony Zaino saved him from himself.
Yeah, the referee saw that when he went to that corner, he got caught with a good right hand, and after that, it was going to get worse for him.
So once again, Cesar Valenzuela unable to take Ryan Garcia into deep waters, and King Ryan, he said he wants to be the king of the ring, and that is now 8 knockouts in a row for Ryan Garcia, who has only been 4 rounds once. This time it's 3 rounds, and Joe Martinez has the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 59 seconds, round number 3. Referee Tony Zaino puts a halt to this contest. Your winner declared by TKO victory. He is still undefeated, still Junior NABF Super Featherweight Champion, the fighting pride of Victorville, California, King Ryan Garcia!
Ryan Garcia made an impressive statement here on Golden Boy Boxing on ESPN.